New year, same old performances from Liverpool Football Club. Is Arne under more pressure as we, the fans, start to demand more? And we start looking at Joel Ordonez, who has been linked heavily with a move to Liverpool and could be finalised soon if reports to be believed to be true. It is the first Kop-Ish collab of the new year. 2026 is here. I'm here with Tom. Hassan will be joining shortly. Sit back, relax, and let's get into this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-Ish.
Being free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, be the best, we come again. Kop-Ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up and all the fast match up and real rap and drifty quan, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-Ish, this is Kop-Ish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-Ish, this is Kop-Ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-Ish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're all happy new year. If you've not seen us before, if you didn't see us yesterday, hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying 2026 so far. Tom, happy new year, brother. Hope you're well. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. Outside of anything football related, I'm great. Loving life. It's just when I've got to watch a certain bald man completely ruin 15 players on a pitch for 90 minutes, I kind of have a little bit of a downer, you know.
I hear it. Obviously, you're alluding to the Leeds game yesterday where we drew 0-0.
I am alluding to the following game. No, it's not just the Leeds game. I'll be fair to him. I'm alluding to the following games this season. I've got a list of them.
Go on.
I am alluding to Bournemouth, Newcastle, Arsenal, Burnley, Everton, Palace, Galatasaray, Chelsea, United, Brentford, Palace, City, Forest, PSV, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, Inter, Brighton, Tottenham, Wolves, and Leeds again. So not too many.
How many games was that?
It was actually, I've only left about 4 games out this. There's been 4 games I've enjoyed this season. 4 games. The only games I've enjoyed are Frankfurt, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid. Every other one, I look at them and go, what are you doing?
A few people in the chat are asking the question, Tom. When did you become slut out? When did the tide change for you? Because it wasn't that long ago where you were back in the manager.
I know the exact date. I know the exact
not just
date
that. You and Drift were saying that there's still the titles still on. But...
Oh, the title is still on. When Stevie comes in, steadies the ship. He gets his number 21.
When who? Sorry.
When Stevie comes in to end the season.
Wow, people, it's 2026. A new Tom, people, a new Tom. Crazy.
The moment I changed was when I paid my hard-earned money to go watch us lose 3-0 to Nottingham Forest and not even fight for anything in that game. That was when I turned.
Oh, what games have you been to this season then?
I have been to Brighton. I've been to Sunderland. I've been to Nottingham Forest. I've been to Aston Villa. I've been to Crystal Palace in the Cup, and I was at the Atletico Madrid game.
So you're about 50-50 then?
I think I've got 3 wins, a draw, and 2 losses.
Shout out to Famzone in the building. He said after the Chelsea game, I knew it was time. That was very early to go, and you kind of were right. I went after the Brentford game, and I remember the backlash I got. So I can only imagine the backlash you got, Dean. But look, you were justified in the end, it seems. Look, me and Drift spoke about the Leeds game. You know how long our post-match reactions usually go. Yesterday, I think it was about 40 minutes. Yeah, yesterday was 40 minutes.
Well, there was fuck all happened in the game. We didn't do anything.
I was gonna say, what's your thoughts? I mean, we did have the big chance with Ekitike, but even that came from a fring-pong shot.
It's a shot come cross that the lad's going, what am I here for? And it's his head. We didn't create. We had 1 shot on target in the second half.
Although I do
one
think
fucking shot on target in the second half.
We should have had a free kick / penalty with Ekitike.
Probably,
technically outside the box, so something should have happened there.
But we know why it's not given because we know the way football's gone, unfortunately. But I'm going to ignore that because that would just let the manager get off scot-free once again, because this manager is trying to gaslight us all into believing that the only way you can win football matches against a team that doesn't play a high line is by set pieces or moments of individual brilliance. We are the single worst team in Europe at set pieces. We don't score them, and we concede them every other fucking game. So for a team that knows they need to win on set pieces, what are we doing? What's the point? What are we doing?
What's your thoughts on getting a new, getting rid of the set piece coach?
It's not going to do much of anything, is it? Because apparently all his ideas weren't getting used anyway. We've got a dictatorship at the football club. We hire staff. We pay staff 50 grand a year to not listen to them.
Hold on. I've not heard this one. Where have you heard this from?
I can't. It was aggregated by someone. It was a case of Adam Briggs took the job this summer, and a lot of his ideas he felt weren't being listened to or weren't being taken on board. That's why it went down as a mutual thing. So at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything. We're not going to suddenly become really good at set pieces, because ultimately, if you go back and look at all the set piece goals we conceded, the team is set up for the initial corner, and they more often than not we cleared the initial corner. We've not conceded any corner goals this season where it's first contact. First contact's never going for us. The problem is we win the first contact, but we don't clear it. It falls to the box, and everyone's going, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" They shoot, they score, and I'm sitting there going, "What are we doing?" There's so many then this year. So he had to go because you can't have the single worst set piece record as a Liverpool coach in Europe. That's diabolical. But I don't think we're now going to suddenly become great at set pieces. I don't think we're going to turn the corner with it. So again, we've got a manager who believes that set pieces are the be-all, end-all to break teams down, despite the fact we're the worst. And he also says we need individual brilliance, whilst platforming all your individually brilliant players in the wrong way, so they can't show their individual brilliance. Did you know Wirtz was injured, but he played 60, 70 minutes yesterday?
I didn't know
that. Wirtz was injured, but he played 70 minutes yesterday. Rio Ngamoa came on bright. He got 10. If Wirtz was injured, why are we not playing Rio from the start? What fucking... He's not going to die. He's a young lad. Will he get a little bit tired? Might not be able to play Fulham. Oh well. But in a game at home against a low block, he is the answer to the problem that we have of our wingers are wank. Our wingers are dog shit. They are. We don't have any good wingers. Which blows my mind even more that the manager moved away from the fucking diamond. We don't have good wingers, so why are you playing a system that is so reliant on your wingers? You're playing a 10 on one wing without the left back that plays well with them, and then you brought on Gakpo and Kerkez, and what happens? Gakpo doesn't pass to Kerkez. And then on the right, you're playing a fucking right back at right wing who had an okay game because you were mainly doing kick and run. Kick and run to byline, put a cross in, but the crosses are pointless because you have no one in the fucking box. There are no patterns of play with this manager. There is no identifiable style. There is no philosophy with this manager. There's nothing. It's done. This is the worst unbeaten run I've ever seen. The worst unbeaten run I've ever seen. We're unbeaten in like 8 games, and I feel like we've lost 6 of them. It's shit. It's garbage. It's utter... I don't even want to spend more of my breath talking about this. It's the same thing all season. My only hope is that we've accepted that it's not going to work, and either they've decided, you know what, we'll just see out till the end of the season and figure it out then, or I'm terrified for the next 2. What the fuck are Arsenal going to do to us? By the way, if we play against Leeds,
Yeah, I know.
What are Arsenal going to do to us? Let's not even go that far. What the fuck is Raul Jimenez and Fulham going to do to us?
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez wins long balls. They have tricky wings. We're fucked on that basis because we can't handle that. But I get gaslit by the manager into believing that we're not the problem. We had like 0.5 XG in the second half. And he told me that after the game.
Really sorry to cut you, Tom. Two quick stories have come in. So Arne Slot spoken about Aaron Briggs. First of all, I want to thank him for the 1.5 years we worked together, because he's a big part of us winning the league last year and has been a big help to me. He will definitely find a new challenge because he's done a good job for us. He's a very good human being and very promising, good English coach. and deserves to get multiple chances again. Weird that. Also regarding Harvey Elliott, he will not take up interest from the MLS despite being left in limbo as his career stalls, according to Paul Joyce. Ryan Gravenberch contract talks are set to open. No formal discussions have taken place, but there is a keenness to secure the future of the Netherlands midfielder, who will have 2 years remaining on his deal in the summer. In regards to Joe Gomez and Endo, I expect Gomez to train with us on Friday. With Tara, not yet. Again, I think to see we had 4 players on the bench against Leeds that haven't played any minutes in the Premier League, and these players just keep going. So many games to go. So if anyone was like, why does he take Florian Wirtz off, for example, 2 days after the Wolves game, he felt his hamstring is still a little too much. That's why he couldn't train. He only trained on Wednesday. With all the games coming up, for me, it's too much of a risk if you don't have so many players available in the Premier League with experience. And of course, Gakpo is a good replacement to bring in.
Of course, he'd mention his fucking toy, wouldn't he?
On being fourth in the league from the opening day, from where we are, if I look at Arsenal, look at Man City, and look at us, I think it's fair we are not above them. That we are many points behind them. There are reasons for that, which I just explained, i.e., fine margins. But it wouldn't be fair if we were above them for the way we've played.
Fine margins. This is what I mean. He tries to gaslight you. What fine margins? We've been shit. There's nothing fine about the worst run this football club has had since 1950. There's no fine margins in that. There's no fine margins. We are playing the exact same way now as we were at the start of the season. I guarantee you, we will lose to Arsenal and we'll have another 6-7 game winless run. The mentality is weak. This manager has not only lost his identity, but the fans are turning. The fans are turning. That atmosphere yesterday, it's been like that in a number of games this year, but it was never that bad. There's a lot of frustration at the minute, and I think it all boiled over yesterday. The amount of booing, the amount of groaning, the amount of moaning, the amount of just wondering what the fuck are we doing at points in terms of the tempo, in terms of the energy. The football makes no sense. We are chasing a game, and he's making us play 7 passes round the back to help teams get settled in. He sits there. Oh, I don't get it. We are a club that has had its most successful era, I'll say. Its most successful era in the last 10 years. And that's our most successful era since the 80s. Between 90s and when Jurgen Klopp took over, we were garbage for the most part. We were massively underwhelmed for large parts of it. We had great players who could never get over the line. But how did we end up turning that round and become one of the best teams in Europe for near on a decade? With high intensity, high tempo, pace and power, transition threat, high pressing football. What's this manager done? He's taken away the high tempo, the high pressing, the pace and power, basically everything I said then, we don't do anymore. We don't do anything that we did to be successful. We're now slow, we're lethargic. We're slow, we're lethargic. We attack too predictably. We have no transition threat, and we're not even defensively solid. All that comes together, and I sit there and go, I wonder why we're not successful. It's because the manager's completely changed up everything. He's changed up everything that made us successful.
Can I ask you a question, Tom? Because again, I've not been able to get to any games this season so far, in the ground anyway. I've only been to a couple of away games to do some fan cams. What is the atmosphere like in the stadium now in comparison to, say, when Klopp was sort of...
Oh, mate. Those Klopp days were fucking beautiful. They were beautiful. You were constantly getting up off your seats. You know, you understood that there'd be points in the game where the opponents were on top, but you knew that it was going to come to a point where you just penned the team in, bullied them to death, basically, with pace, power, high-intensity football. It was exciting. It was thrilling. It made you want to go watch the football match. Made you want to go week in, week out and watch them. This now, it's quiet. It's dull. People are talking about what they're doing on the weekend. People are talking about what they're doing the next day. They're not engrossed in the game. They understand what's happening. There's people in the stands who'll predict the next 5 passes before they happen. And it's literally just one, bum, 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 bum. There's no excitement to the games at this point. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of worry. There's no belief. You know, under Klopp, there was that belief that they'll always find a way. That belief's been extinguished very quickly, this football club right now. The fans don't believe it. That's why they leave so early. There's nothing. It's killed one of the biggest difference makers for this football club. The fan base and the atmosphere was huge, and now that's gone. That's gone. And it's just embarrassing to see the way that this narrative of this recent run's been played out. To me, we are 8 games unbeaten, and people try to make out that we've turned the corner. We haven't. We're at the same point we were at the start of the season when these same people were going, "Oh, it's not sustainable. We need to start getting good performances soon." It's not. We have not at any point had a run of 4 games where we've played well. The most we've had is 2.
Yeah, I was going to say we haven't even had a run of 3. I want to ask a question. I know it's going to be a controversial question, and I might get a bit backlash for it, but I'm going to ask the question regardless. When it comes to fans going to get to games, I understand there's an onus on the players to galvanize the crowd, but could there not be an argument to say that the crowd has to also push the players to an extent as well? And is there, because me personally, the times I've been to Anfield, it's been a case of if I want to stand up and start cheering, especially if I'm not in the Kop, I start getting looks of, why are you standing up? Sit down. The stewards come around, sit down. Does there need to be a bit more of a raucous atmosphere? I even look at how goals are announced, and it's kind of somber. I want to, like Napoli, for example, when they score a goal, there's loads of energy from the MC, for example. You don't really get at Anfield. Does there need to be a culture shift, not just by the manager, but by the fan base as well?
The fan base will adapt to any culture. If a manager implements a culture, the fan base can adapt very quickly. The football under Brendan Rodgers was drab. It was shit. It was this football basically, and the crowd were gone.
Apart from the second season.
Yeah, but obviously that was a set. We were now 18 months removed, effectively, from that point.
Yeah. The
last couple of games of Rodgers, it was like this, and throughout those last 18 months, it kept drifting and drifting and drifting and drifting and drifting. The fact Klopp's got to this point in 6 months is very impressive. But you look at what Jurgen Klopp impacted when he came in. He came in with the culture. He came in with the energy. He came in with the passion. And the fans quickly got on with that and embraced that culture. Arne Slot isn't that. He's quiet. He's, to be honest, he doesn't inspire much energy or confidence in you when you listen to him.
I was going to say, is there a lack of connection between the manager? Because, again, I never met Klopp, never spoke to Klopp, never even was in his vicinity apart from when we were in the stadium watching the game. I just always felt a connection to him. I don't feel a connection to Slot as such. Even though I admire him for what he was doing last season, like, does it just feel like there's a lack of connection between the manager and the fans?
There is. And you can accept that when you're playing good football. We're not even playing good football, so not all the eyes are there. You need someone to galvanise you. I always understand the notion of the fans in the stadium need to push the players on. But they can't, to a degree, the players have to give me something to buy into. In the last 45 minutes of that game, the players were given nothing. So the fans aren't going to go, oh, we'll go again because I'm seeing stuff. You know, when do you think the atmosphere gets good at Anfield? When it gets really good, when everyone goes, oh, it's the best stadium in the world. It's when the players do something, a big tackle, a good effort, an amazing run, something to galvanise everyone, get them going, and then you get that run, and the players buy into that. There's nothing in these games for the people to buy into. We score goals, and then we're sitting back defensively for 20 minutes, not pressing, not doing anything, biding our time. There's no way to sustain an atmosphere when the players and the manager aren't doing anything to keep it going. You can start a fire, but you've got to keep adding fuel to it. We start the fire, and then we add no fuel to it. It extinguishes very quickly. That's what the atmosphere is like at this football club now. So I ultimately look at it. I think that the manager, there's an awful. I don't get how I don't get how he's still in the. I get why he's still in the job, because results-based analysis means that we've turned the corner. We haven't turned the corner. We've gone from a good attacking team to a good defensive team, but we haven't been able to keep both. We're imbalanced. We're always imbalanced. There's very few games where we're a good attacking and good defensive team. There was something that I can't remember who said it. It was someone relatively famous. Someone said your football reflects the manager's personality. I think that's very true with us at the minute.
Okay,
it's very true with us.
One of the things you spoke about, Tom, was the frustration you've got of going back from the 4-4-2 diamond to the 4-2-3-1. Again, everyone knows where I sit with the whole slot stuff. I'm going to try and present a different argument, though, just to be a bit objective as much as I can be. Is there not an argument to say that we moved from the 4-4-2 diamond because we lost Isak and we have no Salah at the moment and Gakpo's been injured? So effectively, unless you go with Chiesa, who we know he doesn't trust, could we actually have played the 4-4-2, even though we did play, I think, one game with Verts as the second striker, quote unquote? Do you think that could be the reason why I moved away from it?
I mean, to a degree, yes, but you can go to the system you played against Brighton where you had Salah as a 10 and you play the 4-3-2-1.
Salah's not been available since Isak got injured.
Yeah, but but if you play a 4-3-2-1, what's the one position we have an abundance of? Midfielders. That's the one position we've got an abundance of. We've got an abundance of midfielders.
Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys.
Hello, Sam. But you've got an abundance of midfielders. You don't need to save the show, mate. We're perfectly fine. But you've got an abundance of midfielders, so you can easily play a 4-3-2-1. You can go Ekitike, Vert, Soboslai, Gravenberch, Jones, McAllister, whatever backline you want to go for. Yes, all your midfielders are out on the pitch, but you know what you can do with your subs then? You can take them off because the 4-3-2-1 puts us in as good a position as we can be in terms of getting the best players on the pitch. So hopefully at that point, you've played a 10-minute spell of decent football. You've got your goal. What can you do then? You can start making the more defensive-minded substitutions. But I don't get why, because he's moving as many players out of position in the 4-3-3 as he would do in the 4-3-2-1. But we play worse football in the 4-3-3. So I don't get why he's married to this idea. Everything he does confuses me.
I'm going to come to you in a sec, Hassam. I just wanted to speak about the starting lineup yesterday. One thing I've accused Slot of being quite a lot this season is a bit cowardly in terms of not dropping players or not putting players into the team. I feel as though yesterday he didn't make the right decision in terms of the starting lineup. As much as I think Szoboszlai has been our best midfielder this season, as much as I think he is our best midfielder overall, I don't want to see Sobo in the number 10 anymore. I don't think most fans want to see him there. But I don't think he was brave enough to drop one of Jones or Gravenberch. Hence why we saw all three of them starting. And then Verts was obviously pushed out to the left because of that. And then Frimpong started right wing. Now, I've said this from the beginning. I'm not a fan of Frimpong playing right wing either because I think he's one-dimensional and predictable on that side. Not his fault. Blistering pace, but not his fault. He's not a right winger. He's a wing-back / right back. We'd have the same issue playing Conor Bradley there. We would have had the same issue playing Trent at right wing. There's a reason why players play in different positions. Do you think he is so married to an idea that no matter who he has available, he's still just going to do what he does? And even though we saw the 4-4-2 diamond, I think that was forced upon him. Do you think we see a change between now and the end of the season? Because I unfortunately don't think he gets sacked before the end of the season.
You'll see a change eventually because this won't win. So he'll change the system again. It'll work for a game or two. Then we'll lose again. He'll change back. He's terrified. I've got a manager who's terrified, and that's never a good thing. My manager is terrified. He's got no bollocks on him. He doesn't want to do anything risky. There's no risk taking him. He just wants to, for lack of a better term, get shit wins because shit wins may keep his job longer. And if our owners, if our sporting directors had any brain between them, they'd understand that this is just we've put so much paper over cracks here.
What's the main problem in your opinion, Tom?
The manager?
What's the main problem in your opinion on the pitch?
The main problem on the pitch is the style of football we play. We don't play with any pace, any tempo. We're so predictable. We're so lethargic. And then the manager comes out after and says the only way you can win is through set pieces or individual brilliance, despite the fact
I think
that
the biggest issue yesterday was Salah not tracking back.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It's such a flipping troll.
I think as well the biggest problem yesterday was McAllister. I think his legs are gone.
Hassam, I want to shout you out.
He can't perform anymore in that midfield.
I watched the video you did, Hassam, about the tactical breakdown. And anyone who's watching this, please do go watch that video when this show is finished or a bit later when you get a chance. No, honestly, very good breakdown, bro. And shall I tell you what I really enjoyed about it? It was the talk about XG. Loads of people keep on talking about the XG this, XG that. you broke down XG brilliantly in that video. And again, I don't want to misquote you on anything you said, so I'm asking people to go and watch that video when they get a chance. But to me, it once again shows that even though we have quote unquote a number of XG and people go, oh, well, we could have won the game or we should have won the game. Look at the XG. People, you cannot just use stats by themselves. And I always say this, the eye test is subjective and stats have to be contextualized. We might have good XG.
The XG can be used, Callum. The problem is the following. You have to use it and link it with other stats to make it make sense.
Precisely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the biggest issue in the XG conversation. It's like someone will come in the chat, like, and 100% it's gonna happen. Someone will be someone in the chat is gonna go like, yeah, but Liverpool had 2 XG. How can you guys say that we didn't create anything? Yeah, but the 2 XG came from 300 shots all from far. So like it's 0.02 plus 0.06 plus 0.07 plus 0.08. So it's never really a dangerous chance. It's just like small chances combined with each other. All of a sudden you've got 2 XG. The most of the XG came from the XTK chance and the Verts chance. That's it. Like those are the 2 chances that really had XG in them. And even then, like Verts, the Leeds defender really closed them down really quickly.
Yeah.
Van Dijk had a header from the corner, and the TK chance, he kind of scuffed at it a little bit. And I wouldn't call that like crystal clear goal
It
scoring.
wasn't. Frimpong shot. It wasn't a cross. Frimpong literally shot. Both feet were off the ground. Exactly. Tom's spoken about the formation, etc. If you were to choose a formation, I'm not saying if you choose this, you have to use it every single game. But if you were to choose a formation between now and the end of the season, let's say everyone's fit apart from Isak and Leone. If you had to choose a formation between now and the end of the season, what would it be and why?
I'm 100% going with a 4-2-3-1. I do not think the formation is the problem. I think the way that we apply the formation is the issue out there.
Okay.
Yesterday, once again, how did our chances come from? Frimpong saying, fuck it, I'm really quick. He gets past the fullback and he crosses it in. That's it. That's our creativity. If everyone's fit, I have a dream. Verts in the 10, Isak up top, Ektik on the left, and Salah on the right. That's it. That's my dream. Those 4, I think, can create chances for each other. I think our creativity will be off the charts. You know, people, haha, Atletico. We did it against Atletico, and we absolutely cooked the shit out of them. We had 7 big chances in that game. Atletico only had 1. Marcus Llorente scoring a half volley from 30 yards is a low percentage shot. That's not going to happen a lot of time.
It took a deflection as well, Hassan. So
exactly. So it's
never
low percentage shot. That's not going to happen a lot. And we need to keep in mind as well, Atletico all game had 1 big chance. I think, you know, for me, you could go Szoboszlai and Gravenberch or Szoboszlai and Jones on the double pivot, depending on the opponent. You play Frimpong at right back and stop being a pussy. And for me, that way, look, Liverpool's best form of defense is attack. If you want to be defensive, attack teams. As mad as this sounds, I don't think we have the players to control. I don't think we have the players to defend. I don't think we have the players. Like, for me, if I'm Arne Slot's friend, I'll just slap him. And the reason why I'll slap him is because I tell him, can you put the PSG thing in the bag? Where's Vitinha in the team? Where's Joao Neves in the team? Where's Fabian Ruiz in the team? Tom's going to go like Curtis Jones. Unfortunately, you can't replicate Curtis Jones 3 times and make a midfield. So then, like, the only guy that like can do that type of shit is one person. But what about the rest? I think we need to play to our team's strengths. And also another thing with the whole PSG thing is we don't have wingers that can do what PSG wingers do either. Like, you know, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, even Lee Kang-in.
Yeah,
like we don't even have a winger like Lee Kang-in, bro. That's why we need to play to our players' strengths. The reason why I say 4-2-3-1 is the following. Look, I want us to attack. I'm okay if we go away to Fulham and we create 7-8 big chances, but Fulham have 2 big chances and they score once. Because I'll take my chances with my forwards getting 7-8 big chances. I'll take my chances scoring 2 to 3 goals. At the end of the day, Liverpool Football Club have an ethos to maintain. Liverpool Football Club had an ethos to maintain. Liverpool Football Club have a meaning to maintain, and it is emotional, offensive, football, blah blah blah. I said this even on my video. I think as Liverpool fans, we accept defensive football And Tom's brought up Anfield as well multiple times, and I agree with him completely. Like, we accept defensive football if we're coming up against, like under Benitez, coming up against an AC Milan, coming up against, a Juventus, coming up against those teams. Like, we accept defensive football. We understand we have that underdog element too, which we can bring out at any moment in time.
But sorry to cut you. Just hold
Not
that
against
thought.
Leeds and Wolves, with all due respect.
I was gonna say, hold that thought there, Hassan, because you speak about Benitez. Benitez in 04-05 at home, yes, we did play defensive against your Chelseas, your Juventuses, and all that. You see, when we had the Torres and Mascherano and Alonso and that, when teams came for Anfield and Benitez was there, we didn't play defensive. We would batter teams like Real Madrid 4-0, Inter Milan 2-0. We would batter teams. It was when we'd go away from home, we'd be a bit more pragmatic, which is what you expect. This coach, and I was going to ask you both this question, especially with the Fulham game coming up. Do you think we're better suited to playing away from home than we are at home at the moment, given that teams will maybe be a bit more adventurous away from home?
No, I don't think the stadium is the issue. I don't think we're like
we're not better suited to play anywhere. We are not better suited to play anywhere. We're shit at home. We're shit away from home.
I agree with this completely. No exaggeration. Tom's 100% spot on. It's not where we're at. It's how we apply ourselves. And thing with Wasim's comment, Wasim is one of the people that said drop Mo and it'll all be good, and drop McAllister and all be good. He's pro slot to the level where he's delusional about these players. The players have never been the problem. It's the way that we apply ourselves that's the problem. I would play Chiesa on the wing. I'll play one of Gakpo and Rio on the other wing, and play Iktiki up top. We need width. The Premier League, you cannot. Okay, I'll give you an example. Who's the only other team in the entirety of the Premier League? You want to do stats? Let's do stats. Who's the only team in the entirety of the Premier League that like don't have width? Like who's the one team?
Probably Man United, isn't it?
The team that does not have width and like are in the top half of the table are Aston Villa. They are 5th in the league in goals per match. They are 7th in the league in goals conceded per match. They are, watch this. They are 8th in the league in average possession. Now, watch that. You want to go there? Let's go there.
No,
they are.
Sorry, the reason
it gets worse. It gets worse. Trust me.
No, I actually agree with Vasim on this particular comment. I don't know Vasim very well as you do, but I agree with him on this comment because I'm guilty of it. I did speak about the XG in the Wolves game and other games like the Brighton game and all that.
Yeah, but the Wolves game is different because they're the worst team in Premier League history. They can't beat you on XG just on pride alone. Let me just finish this, just to make a point. They are the only other team in the Premier League. They are the only other team in the Tom. It's important to explain this. They are the only team in the Premier League who play 5 midfielders. Like Rodgers, they play John McGinn like right attacking midfielder. Right, so they congest that midfield area, yeah. And they're 3rd. And oh my God, Unai Emery is doing a great job. They are 13th in the league in expected goals. Okay, they are. What's this? 15th in the league in XG difference. You want to go there? Let's go there. Shots on target per match, they are 8th in the league. Okay. Big chances, Aston Villa are 12th in the league. Does that everyone getting it now, or should I continue with the stats?
No, you're right.
So
yes.
Despite them being in 3rd place, just like us, that formation does not work in the Premier League because you need width. You need players to hold the touchline. You need interchanging the winger.
You can get the width though. You can get the width very easily. They've got a problem in the sense of they don't have good wingers and they don't have good fullbacks, so they have to congest the middle of the pitch. Our best winger, who you can play on the right and he can give you width, even though I don't think it's his best goal now, Salah, you can do that, so you can get width that way. But we spent 70 million quid on fullbacks, who were regarded as the best attacking fullbacks some of the best attacking fullbacks in their leagues. So why do we not let them attack? Why do we insist? Because you know what pisses me off more than anything? Why the fuck does Gakpo stand on the left-hand side, on the left wing, chalk on his boots, and the fullback makes the inverted run? All Gakpo does is ignore him like he's got a fucking restraining order. No contact, mate. I can't talk to you. Let me cut inside and sit into the fucking defender. You can get width very easily in a narrow formation if you've got the fullbacks for it, which we do. The problem is the manager doesn't want his fullbacks to provide the width. Because
the problem is the manager kept one of them on the bench and played the other one right wing. That's the problem.
You guys, remember at the beginning of the season when I said about Frimpong going to be playing right wing and I hated the idea? Do you now understand why I hate the idea, guys? Because I wasn't just being an a-hole for the sake of it. Like, I
you
genuinely
were.
was frustrated.
You were.
So, but do you not understand? Do you now see why I'm not a fan of the idea? Why I'm just like, just go and get him on the right wing.
I didn't want him to play right wing anyway, so I'm with you. I want him to play right back. I think he's a good right back. I think people exaggerate this defensive shit. I think he's good regardless.
The only problem.
And once again, he is our most creative player, by the way. Again,
do you think?
That's true.
Do you think though we are going to see more of him playing right wing than we are seeing him play right back this season?
yes,
Between now and the end of the season,
yes.
even with Salah back.
It's entirely dependent.
Only way he plays right back is if Bradley's injured.
Yes.
What about when Salah's here?
It's entirely.
Do you think he's on the bench when Salah's here then?
The problem is that most players will be back fit by the time Salah's back.
It's lots, brother. Nice to meet you.
He'll bench Salah and he'll bench Frimpong so we can go for fucking back to that 4-4-1-1 that we played against West Ham when he can put Sobostai on the right. 100% what he'll do. 100% what he'll do.
So you think Salah will be benched?
100% he will.
No, he can't. He's not going to bench Salah when he's back. He won't. That's all done now.
He's benched him for fucking 4 games.
Speaking of all done, can we all agree?
The manager is in save his job mode. For the manager, saving his job means I need to get as many defensive-minded players on the pitch. Fuck scoring goals. If we don't concede, we can't lose games. If we don't lose games, I might keep my job. And he can't manage Salah properly at this point in terms of trying to adapt that. There's a very easy way to do it. Play Salah up front. Play him up front and put Sobostai behind him. So then guess what? Your defensive problems, they're solved because you've got a guy that can run there. But no, this manager can't do that. So again, he can't manage him, so you'll just put him on the bench. And Salah's job for the remainder of the season will probably be to come off the bench with 30 minutes to go or 40 minutes to go when the manager's inevitably fucked up the first half. And I only thought we go and save my job. Please save my job. We're not going to give you any runners. We're not going to give you any options. We're going to just stand you right on the right wing, even though you're now 33, 34. We're going to ask you to beat 4 men before you can even have a chance of playing a pass or a shot. Go save my job. And he won't save his job, and the man will say some backhanded comments about him.
I agree with Callum, Tom. I'll be honest. I'm more agree. I think he cannot drop him. Salah is Slot's daddy right now because everything that he said is happening in front of our own eyes. You can't scapegoat him anymore.
We can't. If he drops Salah, he's crazy. Especially,
I can't wait for the first game back for Mo when he comes back. And as soon as people in the chat go, oh my God, we conceded a goal because Salah doesn't track back. Fuck off. You guys are not bored of this, honestly. It's just boring. We know that we didn't concede the goal because Mo was on the pitch. We know that. We understand that. We understood this from the beginning. We understood that we didn't concede the goals because McAllister was on the pitch. We understood this. We understood it's not because of Konate. Like it's so. I'm asking this team to do shit that they're not comfortable with. By the way, you know the whole 4-4-2 thing that Tom wants us to play? If he's intelligent, he just plays Mo and Ekitike up top with each other.
Yeah,
done.
Which is what we did. We did that before.
That's what I've wanted.
Before we went on AFCON, right?
Yeah,
no, he was forced into doing that.
As soon as he came on against Brighton, within 10 seconds, he created a clear-cut chance for McAllister. 10 seconds, all it took. He created a clear-cut chance.
I don't. The thing is, we are made as a team to play a diamond. We have midfielders, some of who are technically good. 100% we are. I don't want to see any more. The only winger I want to see is Rio Wingamoa, and he won't play Rio Wingamoa. So I don't want to play a formation with wingers.
Shall I tell you why we're not set up for the diamond, Tom? Because we don't have a tempo-setting passer of the ball or a defensive-minded midfielder in that midfield. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Not to respond, just hear what I'm saying. Curtis Jones is a tempo setter with his movement and his press resistance, not with his passing. Gravenberch is good defensively minded at points in the game, but he's not a great passer of the ball. If you have an Adam Wharton who sits at the base of a diamond, then we're cooking. But we don't have a player of that profile.
I'm not saying at the base. I agree. I agree. And it's something that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. But we don't have it. Our team doesn't fit any system. Our wingers aren't good enough to play the system where Arnie Slot plays as wingers. 3 at the back. We have 2 centre backs. Robbo is the 3rd centre back. So then we've got no left back. No, one of them goes down. We've got no left back. Kirk is in Frimpong. Get the wings. They have the wings because you yourself said it. So what? What about when one of them's tired? and can't play every game because we've got to play Robertson at centre back.
Connor Bradley comes in at right wing back. Calvin Ramsey's still there.
And 100%. What happens at left wing back? Because you're playing Robertson at left
We've
centre
got to buy
back.
a centre back. We have to buy a centre back regardless, isn't it? We have to buy a centre back regardless. So then, if Robbo,
I think we will sign a centre back in January.
Yeah, we will. We will sign at least one centre.
I love the idea of a back three, whichever way you want to run it. We don't have the again. I don't think we've got the personnel to run a back three in the same way we haven't got the personnel to run any setup. It's about needs must. I think needs must is get as many midfielders on the pitch as possible, because that's the only area of the pitch where I think we can somewhat dominate teams when we just have more midfielders on them and we start playing to midfielders' strengths rather than ask them to be what they're not. It's one of the ways to get. It's probably the only way to get the most out of the fullbacks in a back four, because you can tell them they got the old width. You get two strikers up top, whether that's Salah and Ekitike, Gakpo and Ekitike, whatever it is, whatever combination you want to work out on. You get them on the pitch together, and then all of a sudden they can have a little bit of interplay, because at times our striker is incredibly isolated on his own. And you get to free up your 10. So you're not £115 million central attacking midfielder that we bought from Leverkusen, who's, Lord is one of the best attacking midfielders in the world. It gives us a chance to actually use him as an attacking midfielder rather than a fucking left wing back, because that's the position he plays effectively. He's a left wing back that can invert. Well, defensively, he's got to be all the way back. He's got to be marking the winger effectively because the manager's too scared to concede goals. The back three, if Joe Gomez was more reliable and we bought on the centre back, Cal, I'm fully on board. But right now, I don't think, because I don't know if that Joel Ordonez news is true or anything. It all just seems to be coming from Ecuador. So
it could be. He's on the list. He's on the 5-6 man list. So it is.
It could be. It could not be. Either way, I think we needed to buy a centre back. But the big problem is losing Leone, because Leone was supposed to be that guy that can come in for certain games. Joe Gomez, I was happy with his performances when he came in, especially at right back. But again, we're at the point now where
he was meant to be that player that could come in and take pressure off Virgil United, but we didn't get him.
Well, yeah, but
we're gonna speak on Ordonez. I do want to say regarding the whole centre back thing and all that. I do agree with Sam though. Pretty much any formation we play at the moment is down to the implementation, and the issue we have is the person implementing the said tactics, the formation, however you want to put it, is an issue. For example, I'm not a massive fan of seeing Florian Wirtz on the left wing because we don't have another creative player in the center. I always said this, and I'll be honest and I'll keep the same energy. If we had signed Shirky in the summer as well as Wirtz, I don't have a problem with Wirtz playing on the left. The issue with Wirtz playing on the left, he has to play with Kirkes. You cannot play Wirtz with Robertson. It's null and void, because Robbo is not going to make those overlapping and underlapping runs that Kirkes.
You can't expect him to at this point. You can't expect him to at this point.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to play, and again, it comes down to combinations. This is why the manager really frustrates me. If you're going to play Gakpo, I'm fine with you playing Robbo. If you're going to play Wirtz, you have to play Kirkes. It's all about partnerships all over the pitch.
The wrong combinations once again.
Combinations, it has to be. And he just seems to be getting it wrong. But look, we're going to leave this topic here. We're going to.
Would you guys take Maresca?
No. Not because I don't think he's good. Not for me.
The reason why I would take him is I actually think he's a very good manager, a very good coach, and a very good man manager.
No, I hear it. I do hear it.
I think he has. Have you guys seen Tom? Have you seen all the reasons why he lost his job at Chelsea? Like all the reasons is like the player agent called him to play the player and all this. This shit won't happen at Liverpool.
I know it's a shit show, but for me, after what I've had to, after the last 6, 7, it will end up being 12 months to get the full season. I'm not saying Maresca isn't a good manager. There's a reason why Man City won him. But for me, I want a manager whose philosophy and management style more closely aligns to what we had under Klopp in terms of how they see football. So for me, that is a Nagelsmann type of manager who is a very high pressing, high tempo manager. Maresca, for me, I think I've said this on a couple of streams. Maresca is the he's the most Pep-like manager I've seen, both good and bad.
Oh, I disagree.
He's a very good tactician. Out of all the Pep disciples, so like your Artetas, your Companies, your Marescas, your whoever else he's had, he's the most like Pep for me, because he reads the game so tactically in that sense. So he'll make loads of good changes, but there's also then games where he makes too many, he overthinks it, he gets some stuff wrong tactically. For me, he's the most like Pep in that sense, in terms of his management style, more than an Arteta is, more than a company is in terms of how they play football. For me, and again, if you think differently, that's all right. I don't think that type of manager will work at Liverpool in this day and age, because I think we've got one of them now.
Real quick question,
and he's found them.
guys. Obviously, Chelsea are in for a new manager. Do you think Chelsea's appointment could have a massive effect?
Do they want Arne Slot?
No, they're not stupid.
No, they're getting Liam Rosenior. The Strasbourg manager's not going to have any effect on that.
Okay, fair. If it's not Rosenior, let's say someone like
Send Slot to Strasbourg.
Yes, let's say someone like a De Zerbi, or they even try and push the boat and get a Nagelsmann or someone. Do you think, or Fabregas? Would you worry then?
Fabregas has already turned down the job. They've not gone for the Zerbi, and Nagelsmann not leaving after the World Cup. They've fucked themselves over because the manager market is shit at the minute, which is why I've been all the time going, you just got to wait till the summer because the manager market's shit right now.
It's different for us, Gerard, till the end of the season. That's it.
That's the way it should be.
It is completely different.
Come on, Tom. You said it earlier.
Management. You want to know something, Tom? And Callum and everyone watching? Man management, good vibes till May. Fuck it. At least, you want to know something? At least the vibes are good. That's it. At least the vibes will be great. We'd see Stevie. We'd listen to the song. You know, we'd have fun. We have Stevie walking out at Old Trafford as the Liverpool manager. That alone in itself would be a fantastic moment.
Could you imagine the atmosphere in the first game?
And guess what? We'd play attacking football. At least
100%. 100%. Could you imagine the atmosphere in Gerrard's first game at Anfield? The vibes around the place.
Incredible.
And then we go on to win that game by like 3-4 goals because the place is up and bouncing. Maybe mega.
My manager.
And then Stevie steadies the ship. He carries us over. We get to the summer. You get past the World Cup when the big manager merry-go-round happens, or you even agree a deal before then. And then all of a sudden, you've got the pick of everyone that you want. Because if you dived in now, and this is what I said a number of times, you remember when we first started losing, people saying Andoni Iraola? He's 10 games without a win now. Imagine if we dived in on that. We jumped the gun, we got Andoni Iraola
as a bad manager.
Yeah, you have to look
I
at
don't
the
think
team.
he's a bad manager.
I don't
actually, he suits Liverpool DNA, by the way. He does.
Can I ask you both a question? The summer comes around. Arne Slot's finished 4th or 5th. We're definitely going to get rid of him. Who's your ideal person to come in?
Would you like my 5-man shortlist again?
No, just your ideal. I say, Tom, you've got to make a decision on someone. We can get the person if you want them.
Nagelsmann.
Hassan?
What, like 5 people I would bring?
No, just one. I say to you, Hassan,
just the one.
I can make this happen. You name me the manager you want. Who is it?
Anyone I want?
Well, hold on. If Enrique wants to join, I'm taking Enrique before Nagelsmann. But I'm just going, I don't think Enrique wants to leave PSG. Okay, so it'll be Nagelsmann on that basis.
If given the choice between anyone, I would give the same exact answer, that I gave during the Klopp era when I was asked the same exact question, which is Luis Enrique.
Cool.
Enrique, Zidane, for me, are 2 dream managers.
Do you think there's a chance we could get Enrique?
Summertime, yes. Now, zero chance.
No, not now. Not now.
I think I don't know if he wants to leave PSG. I think he's just got a really good gig at PSG.
I agree. He's got a good gig, but summertime will be different. You speak to him and go like,
if he wants to, if he's still got that desire to go and manage in the Premier League, whatever, then yes, you go for him. But I just think, I saw something the other day that PSG are going to offer him a lifetime contract because they just know they've got a great manager on their hands and they've got nothing to do.
Oh, that's dark.
So Enrique might just not be available ever again.
I don't think he accepts a lifelong deal because I still think he wants to go back to Barcelona. I'm just saying, I'm good being the middle person between PSG and Barcelona. I'm at that point now. I'm good with it.
Enrique's I've got Enrique on my list. I've got Nagelsmann on my list. I've got Alonso on my list. I've got Fabregas on my list, and I've got Inzaghi on my list.
All right, what about Alonso, guys? All right, so let's say Slot doesn't get. Let's say we get to February, Slot's still here, but Alonso gets sacked from Madrid. Would you?
I'd take Alonso as well.
Would you? I think the thing is though, I don't think he takes the job in February. I think because it's so close to the end of the season, he'll just give himself a 3-month break, and we'll just have to wait till the summer anyway. I think if Alonso got sacked, if you know when the rumors were coming out that Alonso gets sacked in like November, if that had happened, I think we would have just bit the bullet and went and just gone for it, because Alonso was the first choice, regardless of what fucking Paul Joyce tries to tell you. They wanted Alonso. That's why Alonso had to come out and say, "No, I'm staying another year." So if he got sacked early enough, then maybe we would have jumped the gun. I think now though, if it's February time and whatever, then he'll just wait out 3 months, have a break, recharge. Because the worry you'd have is the pressure of that Madrid job to jump straight into another one. I think he needs a bit of a reset personally in terms of just a couple of months to get his head together. I think he'd work a lot better at Liverpool because we have players that are willing to be coached rather than insistent on being managed. That some of our players want to be coached by a manager and learn new things, whereas I don't think that's the way it goes at Real Madrid. But I just think that Alonso probably needs a bit of a break if he gets sacked to recharge and reset his mind.
I'm going to make a statement, guys. I want to hear what you guys think about it. I'm not a fan, or so I say, I'm a bigger fan of bringing someone else in during the season as opposed to the summer. And the reason I say that is because if you bring someone in now, for example, I think they get time with the players to assess what they want and what they don't want. But also, if you bring someone else in the summer, that manager will probably have a period where they want to assess the team and assess the squad. And with it being a World Cup year, they might not have a lot of the players available to assess, which in my opinion would slow us down in the movements we want to make in the window, which could end up us losing out on targets, etc. Therefore, I want us to get someone else in between now and the end of the season, as opposed to in the summer.
What, as a permanent, if you're asking on a permanent basis, there's no one. There's no top manager available on a permanent basis. I
would try, well, I'll be honest, I'll just bite the bullet and try and get someone out of their contract and just turn their head.
So who are your big names though? Who are the names that you really want? Because most of them won't go.
Luis Enrique is the name I really want. Alonso, Luis Enrique, Alonso. I'll be real with you. Even though I think Nagelsmann's good, I'm not on the Nagelsmann.
He wouldn't go anyway though.
I'm not pro Nagelsmann as much as Tom. Yeah. Like, I like Nagelsmann, but I don't think Nagelsmann is anything. I don't think Nagelsmann is anything special. I don't think he can.
That's fine. I think the Bayern spell done him a bit of damage when it shouldn't have done. The way he left Bayern.
I'm looking at Glasner more than I'm looking at Slot as well. I'd rather Glasner be here than Slot. I know you guys aren't on board with that one as well.
I'm not a fan of Glasner at all.
No, I hear it. But that's where I'm at. But again, my absolute first choice is.
Well, I also think he's come out. I think he's also come out and said he won't leave until the end of the season. He wants to see out his contract.
So again,
all these managers that we're talking about.
Stevie lad, let's go.
Inherently, I agree with you.
I'm here
because you want to get someone. Even though I'm not a big fan of it, because I think it can cause more turmoil on a baseline level. If you can bring a manager in and they can get more time to assess the squad, you're on for the better next season. But the managers that are Liverpool level, which is the big term I use, Liverpool level, they're not available right now. They'll be available in the summer. They're not available right now. So you have to go get someone now who can be just a real mood lifter. Because it's complicated to see. It's complicated. Some people make it tactically. Football is still a pretty simple game. If we just put our best players on the pitch, we have about 4 or 5 really good players. Put 4 of them on the pitch and have the rest of the team supplement them. You'll win football matches.
Can I ask you guys a question?
We're not doing.
It'll be sleeping on, and I'm just throwing his name. I'm not even saying I want the person, but we kind of sleeping on Lebris, the Sunderland manager, considering how well he's done.
Too much of a risk.
Okay,
I mean, he got relegated in the league.
Too much of a risk. Way too big of a risk. Way too big.
Just looking at the team he's got now, and look, they made a lot of signs in the summer, and they seem to have all integrated fine. Even yesterday against Man City, they weren't.
Correct, but that's a way too much of a leap of faith, Callum. Because if that one went wrong, it goes real wrong.
No, that's fair.
Yes,
that's fair.
yes.
If it goes well, we would be like Champions League winners, and if it goes bad, like we'll be 15th.
That's fair. I just thought I'd throw the name out.
And remember Lebris as well. One thing at Sunderland is there's no real pressure as well. You know, like there's no real
that's very true.
But there is no expectation, stuff like that.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question. Say, for example, Gerrard came in between now and the end of the season, and let's say he won the Champions League, but Nagelsmann, Enrique, and Alonso were available in the summer.
Give him the contract.
Are you giving Gerrard the full-time contract, or are you taking one of the others?
I'm the biggest liar on the planet. If as soon as I don't see Gerrard lift the Champions League, I won't say give him a contract. I'm the biggest liar. I would be lying to the audience. So for me, if Gerrard won the Champions League, I'll be saying give him a contract directly. I'll be honest with you. I won't even deny it.
Would it be the wrong thing to do? 'Cause again, I'm not going to answer the question.
It wouldn't be the wrong thing to do. It wouldn't be the wrong
I
thing
wouldn't
to
answer
do.
the question.
but
You
I would do.
cheeky fraud. Basically, you mean you would want him to stay?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If Gerrard gets third or second in the league, I'm keeping Gerrard. But like that's just me, innit?
No.
There's no rationale to my thinking when it comes to Gerrard. But
But guess what? When you say win the Champions League, there is rationale, though.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
that's
it wouldn't be the wrong thing to do if he won the Champions League and you want to give him a full-time contract. It wouldn't be the wrong thing to do. But
Yeah,
I
it's not
personally
wrong.
wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
So who would you go for if it was Alonso, Enrique, and Nagelsmann there waiting on the sidelines?
Enrique, Alonso, and Nagelsmann.
Enrique,
my order.
Nagelsmann, Alonso.
Fairs.
What's your one, Callum?
In mine.
You rank them. One
Yeah,
to
oh,
three.
Gerrard.
Same. No. The
He
three.
just wasn't part of the
Rank them
list.
1 to 3.
The others. Oh, Enrique, Alonso, and Nagelsmann.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, let me hear out these supers and we'll start.
I will be honest. I will be honest. There's a manager that I think the way he reads the game and plays the game, brilliant. If De Zerbi wasn't such a prick, I'd have him a lot higher on my short list. I think the way he plays football is very good, but he just doesn't seem like a very likable bloke. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of De Zerbi.
As a person, I'm not a big
I think
fan
the
of
way
him.
he plays football
As
is
a
good.
coach and tactically, though, he seems like he knows his stuff. Man.
As a coach, he's brilliant. But as a
knows
man
his
manager, I don't think he's very fucking good.
Yeah. Shout out to Andre. Happy New Year, Kopish, Sam, and Tom. Big up yourself, Andre.
Happy New Year, Andre. I'm not gonna bring up Soboslai because it's New Year.
Barath says, Happy New Year, boys. Tom, how's your we're back in the title race take looking now? From slot out to we're back in a title race to slot out again. Flip flop. Yikes.
We tried to tell him 2 weeks ago.
We did, bro. We did.
It's not a flip flop though, because I still believe we can win the title. It's only 12 points now.
Him and Drifty, the frauds.
Yeah, tell me about it. Shout out to Olu who says Kalito Judgment Day is coming next Thursday. Look, Olu, bro, we're in a new year. I don't want to bring the same bad energy. I don't want.
What Judgment Day, Habibi? It's finished already. We're in hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's done.
Mr. T says it's worse seeing the smaller teams play better than us. Big up, facts. Completely agree with that. Mohammed says we have not scored more than 2 goals at home in the league since August.
You know why, right?
We've not scored more than 2 goals at home in the league since the first game of the season.
You know why we didn't score 2 goals yesterday, right? Because Salah didn't track back.
Yeah.
Baraf says Slot lost his balls when it comes to setting up the team as an attacking force. The run of 9 losses in 12 has scarred him for this season. Slot out.
Fuck the scars. How about me being scarred? How about that? Does it matter if Liverpool fans are scarred watching this or no?
For real. Stream says, can we bring Island Dash and Gigs to the stream? No, we can't. Mr. Sim says, first he wants to change how we play, forgets Klopp. This manager wants to have the ball like Pep, so the DM and centre backs will always have more of the ball. I want Slot out, but let's talk about the actual reasons, like how we can't coach a press or attack. That comes down to the manager as well. And I said
a month ago on Kop-Ish, I don't want us to press. I said I want us to just attack the shit out of the opponents or go or just like become a counter-attacking side. And we've managed somehow to meet in the middle. Yeah. Like we press a little bit, we defend a little bit, we attack a little bit. Fuck off.
This whole narrative.
Did you see the press in the first half yesterday? By the way, there was a point where we pressed them in the first half. And it was just fucking one man following the other man, and he passed it. Was like you wouldn't believe
it. I said it in the watch, and I was like, they don't press, they just follow the ball. It's what my kids do. My kids do that. Like that's what I expect like kids to do. This Pep thing.
Only thing left was Ekitike to choke out the centre back.
Like this whole Pep thing about the centre backs and the DMs have the ball. I watched the Sunderland game yesterday. Do you know how quickly the centre backs and Rodri and tried to get the ball to like Shirky and Doku and Bernardo and the players like they don't dwell onto the ball. Like they are fizzing
you
the
know
ball.
the most damning thing is? Do you know what the most damning thing is? The minute, Cal, Man City play more like Liverpool than we do, and we try to play like Man City more than they do.
Yeah,
we try to be what Man City were. They're closer to what we were. Their football's high tempo. It's high pressure.
You know, even though it ended 0-0 yesterday, City had 6 big
game.
chances.
It was an entertaining game as well.
Yeah, City had 6 big chances, and within 6 minutes, City already created 2 dangerous chances within 6 minutes.
Yeah. Rui says Slot deserves to some blame, but Edwards and Hughes do too with the makeup of the squad. Sold informed Diaz and no replacement. Overpaid on Isak with no alternative. Waiting until the end of the window for a centre back.
I disagree with completely.
Yeah, can I rebuttal that? So we keep on speaking about Slot like he has no input on the players. Like even when he spoke in his press conference recently, he said we bought in Frimpong because of the pace he has and because of all these things. That's not a manager who wasn't on board with the signings. This is a manager who's not coaching the players well. Did we sell Diaz when he didn't want to? Yes, but Diaz was flirting with everyone the season before and the season before that, wanting to leave the club. And we didn't want to give him a crazy contract. I can live with that. The alternative, again, respectfully, I believe that's more on Slot than it is Edwards and Hughes. The overpaying on Isak, I don't think anyone believed we overpaid when we bought Isak. Because of the injuries he's sustained now, everyone's going to look at that and use hindsight. I think Isak bangs under a new manager from next season onwards. And waiting until the end of the window for a centre back, that I agree with.
Everyone forgets about the concept. So I've seen a lot of people going, we shouldn't have once we got FTK, we shouldn't have bought Isak. So what, we'll have one striker all season.
I would have had one striker.
Isak was always the plan. Isak was always the plan. He was always the main target. Unfortunately, Diogo Jota's passing meant we had to go and get a second striker, which was Ekitike. If Arne Slot was desperate for a winger, we would have bought a winger. But the fact he was so eager after the window shut to give Cody Gakpo a new contract tells me all I need to know.
And talk about all I need to know.
And the other thing as well, I think we're doing revisionism on the transfer window. I think we had an all-time transfer window that was absolutely phenomenal. And I don't hate any of the players. I think they're all good, including Gakpo. I think we can develop a formula that makes all these players actually look good out there on the football pitch, but the formula is just not there right now. And I think I'm tired of the Diaz revisionism as well. I said we should have sold Gakpo, kept Diaz, but had we kept Diaz, would there be much significant change? No. I think the only reason why we're doing this, the whole Salah not tracking back, McAllister has no legs, Konate can't pass out from the back, is to hide from the fact that this is all to blame on Arne Slot. The only thing that is something that I can go like, okay, you're right, is the fact that we left it too late to sign a centre back. That part, fair enough. Other than that, really, there is nothing else that Edwards and Hughes could have done. Like, we had an unreal transfer window, all-timer transfer window.
Caliman says we win nothing and don't make top 4 scene enough. That would be dark. Bigger Aquia says, oh, the horror, the audacity. Think about the children. I agree with Tom. Mo will be benched. Probably give him one start like Chiesa, then it's over. Yeah, this Chiesa treatment has been crazy from the beginning, but that's a player that the manager didn't want, and he's made that abundantly clear. Sharif says, Slot, I'm polite, not weak. He is weak. Well, he is weak, and to put it politely, he needs to go. If I see Anfield banners again, I'll boycott going to Anfield. Mo boss.
Tom said it yesterday. He's losing Anfield too, which is always bad.
Mr. Cam J from Slot to Slugs on the pitch. Diabolical. That's crazy. Rui says, we would only get Gerrard as interim if we had nothing to play for, so it would be low risk. Could get a bounce back, playing well, and nothing to lose.
When you say that, though, we already don't have anything to play for.
Yeah,
we're playing for top 4 with 2 teams who don't want top 4.
Yeah. And we already got nothing to play for anyway.
No, people speak about the Champions League. If we go out early in the Champions League, I mean, if the later
we're not going to win the Champions League. We cannot outcoach Wolverhampton Wanderers. We're not going to outcoach PSG, Bayern, and these teams. Please.
Yeah, I know.
At least Gerrard can give a good
At least Stevie's got the experience of winning one.
Yeah, at least Gerrard can give a motivational speech.
I'm so
bare minimum.
We just got to win. We just got to Istanbul every game.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy. and proud.
Istanbul speech every game. That's
Right, Joel Ordonez. I don't want to keep you guys much longer. The 21-year-old's been linked with a move around 35 million pounds to about 43 million pounds. He's 188 centimeters tall. Which,
how
when you
much?
compare that to 35 to 43 million, I've been told is the fee or the reported rumor. Put that into context.
Belgium.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit much,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know. What I mean, I'm just reading what I've read. I don't come up with the prices. I just me and the boys.
I
just pay
need
the
to
money.
check something.
He's
when the
188
boys pay the
centimeters
money.
tall.
You're so cringy, honestly.
Virgil is 1m95, Kanate is 1m94, so quite a bit shorter than those two. He's had 14 international caps, a total of 134 appearances at centre back, 3 appearances at DM, and 12 of those appearances have been in the Champions League. He turns 22 in April, and I've just done a little comparison because I can't sit here and lie to you guys and say, yeah, I've watched him play. I haven't. I've watched the highlights of him on YouTube, but I don't think that's enough to go by. So I can't really give an opinion either way on the player. However, I did want to do a little comparison matrix with some other defenders. So 2 of ours and 2 players we've also been linked with. Can you guys see that okay? Or should I
No,
zoom in?
we need one more zoom.
Zoom.
One more zoom.
How are we
Another
looking?
zoom.
How's that?
Just one more, but it will make it bigger. Trust me.
Pause.
Okay, now go to the
That's
left.
not too big.
No. Go to the left. Just move the scroll bar to the left.
Oh, I can't believe
Oh my God, Grandpa!
that. You're an idiot, Sam.
Oh God.
Look, I don't run the website, bro.
Okay,
Oh my
unzoom one.
God.
Unzoom one. Unzoom one.
Get the
Just
fucking bed
unzoom
on
one.
bits off the side. Close the
Yeah.
bed on bits off the
I
side.
can't get rid. I can't move it to the side.
Don't bet chat.
All right. So I'm doing
Gonzo
this.
just said first time on a website. Wow.
Don't do that. All right. So I'm doing per 90. Say again, sorry.
Get rid of the fucking bed of it. You're giving all this free advertising.
It won't allow me to scroll because it wants these stuff on the screen. It won't allow me to scroll.
Is there not an X button at the top?
No. See?
Wow, that's mental. That.
Yeah, well, they've got to get their
You have to
advertising
look at the
space.
betting.
No, not even. Again, all right. So I've got
Here's
to
the
do
problem
90
with that comparison, though.
is Champions
You're
League.
comparing. You don't have Belgian league stats.
Yeah, I know.
So you're gonna have to make a Champions League for all of them.
Mark Gahey
Mark
doesn't play
Gahey-
Champions League football.
All right, let me see if I can find a different one. Then let me look at data.
I mean, the most alarming thing there is the price you said for him. He'd be the Belgian record league transfer, and I haven't actually heard of him much.
Yeah, his. I'd say this is his breakthrough season.
I mean, is he good? People who've watched him, is he good? I can't ever spend them 40. Because that locked us in to at least one centre back. Leone's back. That's 2. I'm just thinking about next season. Van Dijk will stay there, unless Kanate goes. Isn't necessarily the room for another centre
All right,
back.
you know what? I'm going to scrap the comparison because it's not going to be fair.
No. Instead of doing all this, just
But
trust me,
Gay. All right, so I'll remove Gay.
just remove Mark Gahey. Just remove Mark Gahey because it's a summer thing anyway with Mark Gahey. So just remove Mark Gahey. Yep. Now give one extra zoom. No, don't play with it.
Pause.
Oh, poor fucking hell. Oh my God.
Champions League. Yep. Now give one more zoom. 2 zooms. The betting thing will go. One more
It
zoom.
won't go.
There you are. Don't disrespect my legacy ever.
You're right, Sam. I was wrong. You're right. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
All right. So, got a few stats here. So, open play. So, all right, just for context, Ordonez, Kanate, Virgil, and then Schlotterbeck. Open play passes is dominated by Schlotterbeck, even though he's played one less game. Chances created is actually Virgil. And then Schlotterbeck. Passes attempted and completed again is Schlotterbeck, Virgil, then Kanate, then Ordonez. Passing accuracy, though, is very high from Ordonez, but I'm guessing he's taking less risky passes. We'll soon find out, though. Long passes attempted, completed, and accuracy, again, light years ahead of everyone else.
Has Canate won any fucking matrix yet? Is Canate won any of these? Or is it all just red for Canate?
No. Well, backwards passes is Ordonez and then Canate. Sideways passes
he's won duels contested.
Duels contested is him. Again, Ordonez is the last for duels contested, but he does make the most tackles per 90, but he also makes the most fouls from per 90 as well. Schlotterbeck wins the most fouls, but also does foul as well. Sorry, the least fouls. Aerials, duels contested, Virgil and Canate. Ordonez does actually shine here, to be fair to him. Ground duels contested, again, Schlotterbeck is the leader here. Duels 1 is Canate. Ground duel success, though, is Ordonez, and he's doing really well in that category in comparison to the others. Interceptions and block shots, though, is Schlotterbeck. Yellow cards, Virgil's actually the worst there. None of them have got any red cards. Touches on the ball is Schlotterbeck. Ball recovery is Schlotterbeck. Times tackled is Virgil. And then possession lost is Ordonez. When you see this, guys, and given that at the moment we have our centre-backs being Leone.
All I learned from that is that, oh my God, Canate, what are we doing here? You haven't won any of them topics apart from contesting some duels. Right.
No, but you also have to look at the type of teams we come up against and the type of team, in the way we play and all that. Here's the thing. We have Leone, who, in my opinion, is a young, inexperienced centre-back. We also then have Canate and Virgil. Look, a lot of people are speaking about it. We still don't even know what's going on with Canate, right? We genuinely don't. Do we have to go and get someone who's more experienced to bridge that gap between Leone and Canate and Virgil if Canate stays? Because, in my opinion, Gomez will be moved on in the summer as well. So for me, we need to get 2 centre-backs. So should that centre-back be one young centre-back and Schlotterbeck, or one experienced centre-back and Schlotterbeck? Because, again, Schlotterbeck should be a Liverpool player. I don't understand how this isn't being spoken about more.
I mean, he should be, but if we keep Canate and have Van Dijk, it's going to be very hard to keep all 3 of them happy because they all...
We'll find a way. Well, Schlotterbeck can also play left-back. He can also play in a back 3. That's how you keep players happy.
I don't mind if it's... personally, what I do is try and find the solution to move Canate on for a bit of money. I sign a 2-year extension, we'll say, on the summer or something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about is in move him on in January. I was about to say.
No. Sign a short-term extension, then move him on. To be honest, I think a lot of what we do is going to be entirely dependent on our homegrown quota. Because we need to start adding some English players. We're in a situation now where it's got to be. We've got 17 on homegrown, so it's 1 in, 1 out.
I think I've solved it.
Oh, there we go.
Don't do that, Tom.
Here we go.
No,
let's see how Mr. Callum Sanderson solves this.
Don't do that. That's such a lack of faith you have in me. All right. So homegrown quota, right? Mm-hmm. This is what I would do. I know this isn't what Slot will do. So I'm going with my goalkeepers, Alisson, Mamadashvili, and Woodman.
Yep.
That's 1 homegrown player, right?
Yep. 2 non-homegrown, 1 homegrown.
Frimpong and Bradley, 2 homegrown.
Yep.
I'm giving Canate a contract extension. I'm bringing in Mark Gahey, homegrown.
Yep.
VVD still here, and I'm bringing in Schlotterbeck.
Oh my God! How are you keeping all 4 of them happy, Sonny? What are we doing? We got 4. We got 4 captains. 2 of them got to sit on the bench. 1 after the no. Can I land?
And then for left backs, I'm going Kirkes and Owen Beck.
Okay.
With the caveat that Schlotterbeck could also play as a left back as well, and Beck would be the 3rd choice left back.
Owen Beck.
Can I land?
I'm so excited.
Injured all season.
1, 2, 3. So that's 1 homegrown, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 goalkeeper homegrown and 4 defenders as homegrown. So I'm ready on 5. As my 2 10s, I've got Wirtz and Elliott, another homegrown. Yeah.
Yeah.
From my midfield, I've got Grav, Sobo,
Yeah.
Jones, homegrown.
Yeah.
And then I've got Wharton and Bashetic. So another homegrown there.
When is
Oh
all
my-
this happening? January?
Between January and the end of the summer.
Yeah, but that's you. That's
played for 4 fucking years. What are they doing by Shetic for? Oh my god.
Bashetic doesn't need to be registered because he's under 21.
you still haven't put the Bajaj thing in the bag, like legit.
No. Right wing. Right wing.
The Las Palmas centre back. Fair enough.
I've got Elise and Bowen as my 2 right wingers.
He bought 32-year-old Bowen. What are we doing?
He bought Jared Bowen.
You
Isak
can
and
never
What do we have
ever
Jared
put me
Bowen?
on my transfers. Oh my
He-
god.
Isak and Ekatike is my 2 strikers, and then
Right.
for my left wingers, someone in Gakpo. Let's go Rodrigo and Gakpo.
He's not out. Right,
So that's
hold
giving
on.
me
Oh.
2, 4, 6. That's giving me 10 homegrown players.
Okay, Cal, how many plays overall? How many plays overall?
That's a 25-man squad.
Is it 25, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And we're spending how much next summer to get all this done?
We're between January. So, I mean, Gahey we get on a free.
Yeah.
Beck, we don't have to spend any money on. So we're only buying Schlotterbeck. Wharton's the only midfielder we're buying.
Mm-hmm.
Elise, Bowen, and a winger. So 5 players. We get 2 of them in January.
I wish I had a
and 3 in the
hammer.
summer.
I wish I had a hammer by Wisham. What have I just heard? What have I just heard?
People, hold on. Genuine question.
Not one for you.
The reason why by the way, I'd happily replace Bowen with Salah, but I think Salah leaves in the summer, unfortunately. If we're keeping Salah, then I'm not buying Bowen.
So go buy a younger one. Why the fuck are we buying Jared Bowen in 2026?
Because Jared Bowen would be a very good backup to Elise.
But here's the thing: does Olise and Bowen track back?
they do, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah, great. I think we should sign Martinelli. He tracks back the best.
People laugh about this Bowen thing. Have you seen Bowen's goal return for a poor West Ham team? He could be a very good squad player for Liverpool Football Club.
Bowen.
I'm not bringing him as my
I think-
starter, you know. I'm not actually bringing him as my starter. I'm bringing him in as a backup to Elise.
Bowen. He wants us to buy Jared Bowen.
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm never laughing at your transfer windows ever again.
Thank you. He wants 4.
Yes,
he wants 4
you would have
captains.
bought us. Yes, you would have bought us Guessand, but what Gallum was doing is way worse.
I saw
Hold on.
Weston score the. I
Hold
saw
on,
Weston
wait,
score the
hold on.
equaliser for Ivory Coast.
No,
the
stop.
other day.
Are you now saying Guessand's better than Bowen in what way?
Where have I said any of that?
No
No,
one said
Sam,
that.
So why have you
No
brought
one said
Guessand's name in?
I said yes, you bought Guessand. I'm bringing it up as a bad thing, not a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said
But
that my
in
transfer was
return-
even when I suggest
In
Weston.
return, he bought Nico
Okay.
Paz as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did. I'm bringing
Nico
in
Paz?
Elise. I'm bringing in Elise. So out of all the signings, you want to focus on Bowen. I'm bringing in
I mean,
Schlotterbeck, Gahey.
No, I want to focus on
Wharton.
Bacetic. I know Schlotterbeck. I don't rate him that highly. Everyone knows this.
Owen
What
Beck,
did
my
you want,
third
Owen
choice
Beck?
left back.
Owen Beck
is my
being left back backup is mad.
my 3rd choice left back.
Owen Beck. Owen Beck hasn't played. He hasn't played all season pretty much. He's been injured for most of it.
He's my 3rd choice left back, and he
So
added the homegrown quota.
who's your second choice?
Schlotterbeck and Kirkes are my 2 left backs.
So who's your starting centre backs?
Virgil and Konate or Virgil and Gahey.
So you signed.
Hold on, go on. Tell me
Schlotterbeck.
that's stupid then. Go on, tell me that's stupid.
You signed
Because then when
Schlotterbeck.
Virgil wants to rest,
Play
when
left.
Virgil wants to rest, I go Schlotterbeck centre back and I go Kirkes or Beck as left back.
Mm-hmm. But Schlotterbeck's your second choice left back. So what if when Virgil needs to rest, then Kirkes needs to rest? You're going to play Owen Beck in Premier League football matches.
How often is Owen Beck going to play when Schlotterbeck and Kirkes are there? Really?
How
How often is he going to play?
How often has Kirkes not started games this season?
Yeah, and then who came in? Robbo. My second choice fullback will be Schlotterbeck.
But Schlotterbeck's going to have to play games at centre back.
Yes, he
Also,
will.
my big question is my real question here is how the fuck are you going to keep 4 national team captains happy when minimum 1, but probably 2 are going to have to sit on the bench?
So here's how, Tom. Schlotterbeck can play as a left back.
And what happens to Leone?
Leone plays game, but he's coming back from an ACL, bro. He's gonna have to wait his time. But that's another player there.
We just blocked the pathway. We give him no pathway. We bought 4 internationals.
Are we acting like we're not in? Hold on. Are we acting like we're not in 4 competitions?
That's why you have 4 centre backs.
You lot all cuss me about the 5 centre backs in the summer, and we're down to 2, and you guys are still fighting me on this whole 5 centre back thing.
Yes,
I'm not
surely
saying
not.
You're not going to keep all of them happy.
Hence why Schlotterbeck can play at left back. Leone is 18 or 19 years old, coming off the back of an ACL injury. Konate, Virgil is flipping 34, almost 35. Do you still want him playing week in, week out? Because I don't. And then you've got Gahey and Konate still. Guess what? In injuries, suspensions and injuries happen. We need squad depth. We need proper squad depth. I'm sick of this whole, how are you going to keep this player happy? How are you going to keep that player happy? We are Liverpool Football Club. You better be happy playing for Liverpool Football Club. And if you're not, we sell them and get someone else. How is it I watch all these other teams? Man City, look at Man City centre-backs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Pep sits there and goes, geez, we can't bring in another centre-back because I won't be able to keep Ruben Diaz happy or this player happy or that player happy? Nah, he says I want to win stuff. We're the only
Man City play 4 centre-backs.
Stop. Gavardio sat on the bench yesterday. Did he not, Hassam? You did the watch long. Did Gavardio start on the bench?
He was on the bench.
All right, then. So why is it Arsenal have got all these centre-backs? Man City have got all these centre-backs. But we're the only club that goes, we can't buy X, Y, and Z because we want to keep that player happy. In the summer, I said, let's go and get another right winger. Oh, no, we got Salah there. You can't bring in another right winger because Salah's there. How about you bring in a right winger so that Salah can get meaningful time to rest? So when Salah does play, he's not knackered. When Salah does play, he's at his optimum peak in May because he ain't been running to the ground in August. Why are we so small-minded as a fan base? I don't care about this whole, got to keep this player happy or that player happy. If they're not happy to be at Liverpool, guess what? Sell them and bring someone else in. We are Liverpool. I want 5 centre-backs. I want 5 centre midfielders to play in the pivot. I want 2 10s. I want 6 attackers because I want to win everything. Why are we so small-minded as a fan base?
I also want to win everything.
We're
I also want to.
as a fan base.
You're doing all this. I also want to win everything. But do you know why? Do you know why Arsenal can have 6, 7 centre-backs? Because they don't have any fucking full-backs.
All right, cool. Riddle me this then, Tom. Riddle me this. Why is Semenyo going Man City when they got Doku and Shirky playing on the wing at the moment? They've still got Mamouche. They've still got Oscar Bob. They've still got Savinho. How they get Semenyo then?
They're selling Oscar Bob.
So they're selling 1. So how many do they still have when Semenyo comes in?
4 or 5.
Oh.
About what we have.
But I got told we couldn't bring in a left winger. Hold on, wait. I got told we can't bring in a left winger into the summer because Gakpo's there and we don't want to block Rio's path. How's that working out for us?
It would have been 5.
I got told in the summer, let's not get 5 centre-backs because we want to keep happy Virgil, Konate, and we got Gomez there, and we want to keep Leone happy. He just moved to the... How's that working out for us? We're down to our bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
So we need squad depth.
So you fast track... Yeah, 100%. You fast track when you centre-back signings for 6 months. It's fine. Doesn't mean you then keep 5 centre-backs.
Yes, bro. So why is it everyone else has got 5 centre-backs?
Because they play 4 centre-backs in a back line. We play 2.
So you're all right. So you're telling me we can't play Schlotterbeck as a left back? That don't work.
It could work, but I don't want it. I don't want to see him. If I'm buying Schlotterbeck, I want to play him at centre-back. I don't want to play Schlotterbeck at left back when the whole setup.
He can play in both. He can play both as a left back and as a centre back. And guess what? It also gives us scope to move to a back 3 in times where we need to as well. Because
so now we've identified it. You just want your back 3.
Because I don't want to be fixated to one formation, Tom. Because you know what that means? It makes us easier to predict when we're playing against opposition. Do you know how nice it would be for a rival manager to go, I don't know if Liverpool are going to go 3 or 4 at the back today because they've got Schlotterbeck and Virgil and Konate and Gahey. And Leone just come back from injury. So I don't know what they're going to do. And didn't O'Reilly start yesterday? Hold on. City played 4 centre backs. Didn't O'Reilly and Matthias Nunes start? Hassam, speak up! You did the watch long yesterday, bro.
They have a fullback option, but they have 6 centre
And
backs
so
who
would we
mainly
with
play 4
Kirkes,
positions.
Tom. So would we with Kirkes.
But you've bought Kirkes to be your starting left back for how many years? Don't
I
spend.
bought Kirkes to be a part of the squad for however many years.
No.
I'm not stuck with any one player being a starter in this squad anymore. Do you know why? Because you start on merit. I don't care if your name is this or you cost this amount of money. You start on merit. Because if that's the case, why were people upset when Ekitike got dropped for Isak? Because Ekitike was in form, Isak wasn't. Isak's got a bigger reputation, costs more money, and is older. But we all sat there as a collective and said it is wrong for Ekitike to be dropped because he's the one in form right now. I am not married to one person starting in the team. I am married to the best player playing for Liverpool Football Club to give us the best chance of winning. Simple as.
No, that's fair enough. Carl, can I ask you how many games Nico Schlossbeck has played at left back?
Not many.
I've got the answer here. In his 300-game career as a professional footballer, he's played 13 games as a left back.
Yeah, I never said he's played a lot, but he's played at left back, right? And in a system, hold on, wait, in a system whereby you'd have Frimpong playing right back, you shift Slotbeck over to the left, so you shift the whole defense over, so you have 3 at the back at all times. So we actually have defensive stability. Frimpong has way more license to get forward. Your left winger, who's hopefully someone who can actually beat a player, gets more space to do what they want to do. You have overlapping runners from Wirtz, who also likes to occupy that space on the left. You still cook. I don't need marauding fullbacks all the time, especially when I ain't got someone in the middle who can do the screening job. Slotterbeck covers me there. Slotterbeck, you move the defense over. Konate is comfortable in the right-hand side channels. Slotterbeck's comfortable in the left-hand side channels, and Virgil can dictate things from the middle.
But the funny thing about that setup is this whole base is relying on, as you said, a left wing that's great in one-on-ones. Who was the first left winger that you said?
You said
Gakpo. You said Gakpo and someone.
I said Gakpo and someone. Bring me Rodriguez. Bring me Rodrigo then. Bring me Rodrigo. Are you telling me Wirtz and Rodrigo wouldn't link up very well? Or is he not physical enough for the league?
They could do. I just don't see how you're going to buy 5 borderline world-class players in one window.
I'm not buying him in one window. I'm buying 2 players in January, and I'm buying the rest in the summer.
Which 2 of them are coming in January?
I'm getting Schlotterbeck in January and Rodrigo. Schlotterbeck and Rodrigo.
Rodrigo wouldn't move in the summer. Why do you think he's going to move in January?
Because it's a World Cup year and he's not getting many minutes. And he'd be a guaranteed star at Liverpool.
You act like Carlo Ancelotti's not going to pick him.
There's a difference between being picked in the squad and being a starter because you're in such great form that you become undeniable. He's not even getting a chance at Real Madrid to become that guy. And I'm not being funny. Is he going to start ahead of Vinicius staying at Real Madrid?
No, is he going to start ahead of Vinicius playing at us? No, because Vinicius is their star boy.
There's a chance.
He's their main player. There isn't a chance. There isn't a chance. There isn't a chance.
Can you help me here? Can you step in and help me here?
There isn't a chance. There is not a chance. I'm not stupid. There's not a chance.
You know you haven't rebutted anything I'm saying. You're just against the idea because you don't think Liverpool have the capacity to go and get these players. I'm saying between now and the end of the summer, we sign 5 players. 4 if Salah stays. I'm only signing Bowen because I don't think Salah stays beyond the summer. And we need 2 right wingers because I think if anything is shown this season, we need 2 left-footed right wingers. And I don't think it is hard to convince Bowen to leave West Ham and come to Liverpool Football Club with Elise here. If you have Elise here, it's very hard to sell the idea to a 21 or 20-year-old to come to Liverpool because they're not going to get as many minutes. Whereas Bowen, in my opinion, would accept that. And he's someone who's proven, scores goals for fun, and in a better team would probably get even more goals. And he's homegrown.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't see that window happening. I know what I'd do in the summer, but I don't see that window happening personally.
So go on then. Let me hear what you do then, Tom.
Goalkeepers are the same as yours. Left back, I'm probably keeping Robertson ideally, just for one more year. I don't necessarily see another left back available as a backup, and I would have been more willing to give Owen Beck a chance if he hadn't been injured for 17 of the last 18 months. He's barely played any football. So
17 of the last 18. That's a lie.
He's missed a large part of last season, and he's missed pretty much all of this season.
Has a bit. You're
So,
implying
for
he's
the
played
best
one
part of
month of football in the last 18 months. That's not true.
Sorry, I'll say last 12 months. Then I forgot we're in January. So since the start of January last season, Owen Beck has barely played football. It's 12, and then he won't play football for the rest of the season. That's where I got 18 from. He's been called back to Liverpool to do recovery and have surgery, so he won't be playing again this season. I think it's too far. I think it's too, third choice left back. Third choice left back. I'll use an academy kid because I'd have to register Owen Beck. I'd want to keep the registration spot free. Because he's 23 now.
Hence why
centre back.
I registered him, because we need more homegrown in the squad.
Yeah, you can find homegrown elsewhere.
All right, go on.
Centre backs. Centre backs for me, I'd go Van Dijk, Gahey, Schlotterbeck, and Leone, and I'd move. I'd, like I said, try and sort of deal with
one
it.
difference from what I'd have had.
But I'm not saying Nico Schlotterbeck my backup left back. I'm having him play centre
back.
back.
Who's your left back then? You Robbo
and Kirkas.
Okay.
Right back, because he's homegrown, Bradley stays, but I'm starting to get a bit frustrated with his injuries. So Bradley and Frimpong probably stay. DM, it'll be Wharton to start, and then Gravenberch can fill in there if needs be. Endo moves on. Because I want to play, I want to stick with either the Diamond or the 4-3-2-1. So it would be Wharton as the deepest sitter with Gravenberch occasionally dropping in there if Wharton needs a rest. I'd have Curtis Jones. I'd have Dominic Szoboszlai. I'd have Elliot Anderson from Forest.
So let me get. Wait. So we're buying Schlotterbeck, Gahey, Elliot Anderson, and Wharton. Keep going. I'm the crazy one. How much do you think you want to do deals with Marinakis? Yeah, cool. Keep going.
I'm quite happy to. So what I've got there, 3. Yeah, I'll probably move McAllister on as well. Just all things considered, and I'm left with Gravenberch, Wharton, Anderson, Jones, Szoboszlai. You could probably get one more younger lad in if needs be to sort of round that out. In terms of the 10, I'd have Vert and Rogers.
Tom Morgan Rogers, that's number 5. Not the 5th signing. Go on, continue, Tom. Go on.
Oh, you're going to find it even funny. You want to make 2 more.
Oh, go on.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Jim. I think that Salah's probably going to get moved on, unfortunately. And I would. By the way, I'm Harvey Elliott staying in this situation as well. I forgot to mention him. Harvey Elliott staying in the situation. Okay. He's homegrown. I'd keep the 2 strikes as they are. Gakpo, I'm very undecided on. So I think he might just stay because of his age. But me personally, I'd move him on as well. And for wingers, just in case you need to play them at any point, plus some of them can maybe play as a 10, I'd just raid Leipzig for Nusa and Diamande.
Nusa and Diamande. So I'm signing 5
and have Engamoa. Keep Engamoa and Chiesa.
Sam, can you see now what? So let me get this straight. I'm signing 5 players, but I'm crazy. Tom's signing 7.
I'm signing very attainable players for us.
Elliot Anderson's attainable, yeah?
Tom for 3 years.
Say again, Tom. Say that.
Survived with Tom for 3 years. This doesn't shock me at all.
You don't like Elliot Anderson, though. You don't like Elliot Anderson. No, Hassan doesn't like Elliot Anderson. So that's his problem with my team.
How much do you think Elliot Anderson will go for?
I think Elliot Anderson's ceiling is Jordan Henderson.
That's not a bad ceiling.
Tom, how much do you think Elliot Anderson will be sold for? What do you think his price will be?
I reckon 60 to 70 million. You'll go for about the same.
Tom, I can't lie to you. You want to know the problem before you embarrass yourself? You made that even more unrealistic transfer window than he did. Just so you know.
Thank you.
I didn't buy Elise and Rodrigo.
Hold on. How much?
Even Diamante, by the way, is going to cost like 60 something because of
more than that. More than that. How much is
No,
Diamande
I
going to
think
cost?
60
it'll be
60 probably
it'll be
gets them
60
off
million.
Leipzig.
I
They're
reckon
selling
you can
for-
do. I reckon you can do a deal to get Nusa and Diamande together for around about 100.
30 mil for Nusa.
No, because you're paying 60 for Diamande. It's about 40, 45. You can get them for around 100.
So you reckon 40 mil for Nusa, yeah?
Anywhere between 40 to 50 million.
How much
I'm
is
saying you
Morgan
get both of
Rogers?
them. Morgan
How much
Rogers,
is
probably about the same as Anderson and that, 60, 70.
Tom, I can lie to you. Your one is more unrealistic. I just sat back and listened.
How is it? I'm spending, what, 300 million? How much are you spending, Cal?
Because in theory, Callum's idea of getting Olise and Rodrigo is not mad because Rodrigo wants out and there is rumors anyway with Olise.
There's been rumours for years that Rodrigo wants out and he never
Schlotterbeck is a
goes.
shit player anyway, so you can get him out of Dortmund. The problem is your transfer window is the crazy one, Tom, and you know it.
No way it is. I'm not going into next season with Stefan Bajcetic just be backup 6. And I think that's
Yes,
when
that part I agree with you.
Again,
which
you've
is
done
why
that again.
There will be a realistic target that costs like 10 million. No one knows about.
Grav is my backup DM, but Bajcetic is also there as well, along with Jones and Szoboszlai in the pivot. So what are we doing here? Let me ask you a question.
Callum makes a good point and then he ruins it by this Bajcetic thing. Stop it. Stop.
Hold on. How many years has Morgan Rogers got left on his Villa deal?
I think he signed a new one with a release clause in.
What's the release clause?
No one knows for sure. It's not been like public yet, but do you reckon it's around 70 to 80?
So it's going to be 80. Is Morgan Rogers going to be 80? His contract ends in 2031. So far, Anderson 70 mil, Rogers 80, Diamande 60, Nusa 40. Who are the other players? Schlotterbeck. How much for Schlotterbeck?
How much do you think Schlotterbeck's going to cost?
I reckon Schlotterbeck 40 mil. I reckon Schlotterbeck 40 mil.
Okay.
Gahey 3. And then who else was it you wanted?
Diamande
which ones have you got?
So I've got Anderson, Diamande, Nusa, Rogers, Schlotterbeck, and Gahey. Wharton. How much Wharton?
70.
About the same as Anderson.
70 mil. All right. So I went for
By the way,
Schlotterbeck.
I'm quite happy to swap Anderson out for like an Edison or something, but I just like Elliot.
No. I'll keep that same energy, bro. You didn't.
No. Keep the same player.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I want people to know in the comments I'm not married to Elliot Anderson the way I am to others. There's no one else I'd take for what's it called, Rogers. There's no alternative to Rogers. No alternative to Wharton. There are alternatives to Anderson.
40 mil for Schlotterbeck, Gahey 3. You tell me how much you think Rodrigo would go for in January.
Mid-season.
I think we could get him for 50.
50? Fucking hell, bro.
Right, let's be fair here. Let's be fair. Right. You're trying to do me down for 80 for Morgan Rogers, but 50 for Rodrigo.
Rodrigo is barely used at Real Madrid. So how much?
Even if he's not going to get.
Give me a price for Rodrigo then.
70.
70, cool.
70 to 80. He's about the same as Morgan Rogers.
And how much for Elise? About 100, right?
Elise, we're talking 100. Like 100, 120.
No, it'd be
apparently there's no release clause in his contract.
Can I ask you both $1 million question quickly? If Bayern wanted to trade Wirtz for Elise, would you do it?
No, I'm not trading.
Would you do it, Tom?
And I rate Elise high, but I'm not trading.
Would you do it, Tom? You're a fucking liar, mate.
I'm not a liar.
I'm
not a liar.
Callum, I believe him. With you, you're lying out your teeth because you're smiling.
I'm not a liar. I'm smiling because of how you're fucking sitting trying to cash me out. No, I wouldn't. Because I think we just end up with a new problem elsewhere. We then end up with a real creativity problem in the 10.
I don't know why people are saying no, but we'll leave that for another day.
Okay, so Tom, your window would come up to...
Look how petty Callum is.
No. I have to be. To prove my points nowadays, I have to be petty.
Hold on. Are we also factoring in the sales here? Because I made more sales than you.
No, we're not factoring sales, bro. Don't try that.
Oh, right, okay. So I've only spent as much as I spent.
Did I put sales in mine?
No, he didn't.
No, but you can do the sales in yours. I'm not saying it only has to be me.
To justify my appointments. Run it.
So
Go on then. How much is yours?
then-
And how much is mine?
I'm going to tell you how much mine is. So 9, 13, 1. Mine's 230. That is Schlotterbeck,
230.
Gahey, Rodrigo, Elise, and Bowen.
And Wharton. Where's your Wharton one?
Wharton.
You had
shout
Wharton,
me
yours?
after. Wharton.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 70 for Wharton, so that's brought mine up to 300.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yours, Tom, is 13, 17, 25, 29. Yours is 360.
So 60
Told
million
you
pounds
so.
difference, and I got 2 more players, and I sold more
Told you
players. So
so.
my window's ultimately more realistic.
I can't believe you just come up with that. We'll do the super chats now.
It
Once
is,
again,
though.
I've proven
It
my
is.
point again.
It is. Oh, hold on. No, it is.
Tom will
because-
never
look who
admit
you-
when he's wrong, Calm. Stop.
Wrong and
No,
strong.
no, because I'm always right.
That's your tag
I'm
team
always
partner.
right. I'm always right. So the fact of the matter is, I sold Karate, McAllister, Endo, Salah, and Gakpo. I sold 5 players. Or McAllister will get me a decent fee. Kanate, if he signs a contract, gets me a decent fee, which was what was in
So
reliable.
hold on, you want to
Yeah.
sign? Hold on, wait. You want to sign
Mhm.
Kanate up to a contract in January and then sell him in the summer?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'm ruthless, mate. I'm ruthless. I'll sign him up and sell him like you wouldn't
You're on
believe.
the juice, bro.
So, I'm selling Kanate.
It was gone by now.
I'm selling Kanate. I'm selling McAllister. I'm selling Gakpo. Salah's moving on, and who's on Endo who's going.
So
as
let
well.
me get this straight. Kanate is going to sit there and go, yeah, I'll turn down a signing on fee and career high wages just so you get a bit of coin, Liverpool Football Club.
No,
Yeah,
we'd lie to him. We'd lie to him and say we really want
We'd
to
lie
stay.
to
And then when
him.
it gets to the summer,
Wow.
we'd lie to him. And then when it gets to the summer,
You
and he's like,
little
"Oh, I
weasel.
can't believe I signed that
So that's the
contract."
best way. That's the best way to do business because the other players aren't going to get annoyed with that, are they?
I mean, have you seen how he's played this year?
You little weasel.
Let's see how
At
these
the end of the day,
seasons-
Cal, my window's better. My window's a lot more well.
I thought,
Play
Callum,
more
you have
consistent
school
with my own.
run at this time.
Nice holiday still.
It's Christmas break.
Oh, there is no school run. Fair.
No,
fair.
the
My
boys-
child has been acting up on stream, so can't relate. I apologize.
the boys go back on Monday. Acquia says Kanate can go Madrid, bring me Schlotterbeck. How about we keep Kanate and get Schlotterbeck? Domination. I want to win everything.
In the location.
Batha says, Cal, what are your thoughts on Matisse being linked to the Chelsea? Could be good for the Premier League. Them shirtless celebrations. If
Give them
Matisse
30
got the Chelsea job, I'm going Stamford Bridge every single chance I get.
Matisse did get the Chelsea job. You don't get the joke because you're old.
No, I do, Rossini. I get it. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. So why couldn't you reply to his point then, huh?
No, because I'm saying on a literal standpoint, if Matisse was the actual Chelsea manager, I'd be there every week.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would be, bruv.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm telling you, I would be.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd
You
be there
wouldn't be at
trolling Matisse.
Anfield every week for me. Never mind, Matisse. Stop
Nah.
it.
Oh, you at Anfield, 100%. I'd get a place up in Liverpool. Who's traveling back and forth from?
Why are
London?
you lying? Why are you lying?
Sam, I want to be there live. But if you get a decision wrong, and
If I become Liverpool manager, I'm gonna be there every week. Why are you lying to the British public?
oh, bro,
Wait, I'll be there every week. God knows I'll be there
I'd
every
get
week.
some VIP seats, the box. I'd get him the
I
hospitality.
wouldn't get, you wouldn't get me VIP seats.
I would get you hospitality, of course,
So that's what I'm saying. I'll be there every week then.
but
Me and
not
the
every
family.
week hospitality. Let me
The
prove
boys,
myself.
where are we going? Where are we going on Saturday, Dad? We're gonna go see Uncle Hassam. Oh, brilliant! Let's go.
Yeah, and
I'm
I'd love to be in the car back to London when you lose a game and the kids are grilling Carl. Why is he on, Uncle? Why is he
No,
losing
hold on,
games?
no, what I need to really know is Hassam. Are we still gonna get an exclusive show of you once a week?
Hell no. Hell no. You want hospitality tickets and an exclusive show? Are you mad?
Hold on.
I want some
hold on.
hot then. I know
no.
hospitality, but exclusives then.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with not getting the show. Do we get to go to the press conferences?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
run me that.
I would definitely, Tom. I don't think I could get you in because your channel is not active. But Callum can definitely come to the press conference. No, this is true because, like, in order to come to the press conference, you need to have at least active channel. Callum has a active channel 10 years.
My first question. So Mr. Hassam, James Pearce is here at the moment. What is your thoughts on him as a journalist?
I would literally exile James Spears from the press conferences. That would be my first thing. Like every time he come to ask a question, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I don't speak to James Spears. I'd say it to his face. I'd say it to his face happily.
I'd pay so much money for that to happen. Shout out to Acria says it's not slot ball, it's sloth ball.
Yep, sloth from Ice Age.
Big
Calm down
Les
before your
says,
time. Go
Happy
on.
New Year, love you all. May you all be
No,
blessed. Big up yourself, Big Les, man.
Happy New Year, Les, man.
Acura says Car has a point. City and Arsenal never cared about keeping players happy. I'm seeing they signed Eze, but they've got Odegaard. They've got Martinelli and Trossard, but they still bought Eze, even though they've still got Wanyeri. They've got Saka and Madueke. But I'm sitting there being told, no, you can't bring in Schlotterbeck because Virgil, you got to keep Virgil happy. No, what are we doing here? The two teams at the top of the league right now are teams with players who are battling for positions in the team. But yeah, I'm meant to be sitting there going, we can't bring in someone to compete with 35-year-old Virgil.
No, so if you can bring someone in to compete with them, I just struggle to see how you're going to keep 4 international, either club captain or international captains.
If they're not happy, Tom, Faye, thank you for your service and go and get the next up-and-coming star or next top-quality player. I'm not married to any of these players. I love all the players at the club, but I'm Liverpool through and through, and I want Liverpool to lift the trophy. So if Liverpool are going to lift the trophies by having these players who are top-quality players all battling each other, iron sharpens iron. They're all on the training field together. You saw the clip of Ekitike and Virgil. Why do you think Ekitike is doing so well in the Premier League? Because Virgil's putting him through his paces. Run me a Schlotterbeck and run me a Gahey. And you sit them down and you go, you're all fighting for 2 positions on the pitch. Schlotterbeck, you're fighting for 2 positions. You're lucky. You got left back as well. The rest of you, let's see who's really about it. Who really wants to step up? Who wants to take the ball by the horns and go, I'm making this my starting place in the team. That's what I want at this club. Do you know how many years now we've sat there and been able to pick starting 11s because the players behind the quote-unquote starting 11 aren't good enough or aren't deemed good enough? Miss me out, man. I want to win multiple trophies. I don't want to have one parade in 2020 and then one parade in 2025 and then nothing in between until 2030. Nah, I want to be in Liverpool every year.
That wasn't what happened, but sure.
Oh, obviously. Oh, blood. You know what, Tom? I'm going to wrap up.
Oh, God, Tom.
I'm going to wrap up here. People, please go and subscribe to Tom's channel. Hopefully in 2026, he'll start putting out some content, but you never know. Hassam, you got anything coming up for the rest of the day, bro?
Yeah, I got a Liverpool show at 10. And go watch my tactical breakdown.
Indeed. Brilliant show that was.
Thank you.
People, we'll either be back here late tonight or tomorrow morning for the preview for the Fulham game. So make sure you join us for that. I'm going over onto the Sanderson show now. You'll be redirected over there where it's my normal Quiz Cal Ask Me Anything show for half an hour where you guys get to come over there and ask me anything you want. Ideally, you don't speak to me about Liverpool stuff because the Sanderson show is my happy place. So if you are going to come over there to that channel, then be mindful of.
Can we ask you personal questions?
Yeah.
Who's your least favorite member to work on?
This isn't the show for that. So you'll have to join me on the Sanderson show.
Who's your least favorite panelist to work with on Kopish? We need an answer. I'm gonna be on your neck till you answer this one. You have to give me an answer.
Hold on a minute.
Who's your least favorite panelist to work with on Kopish? I need a name.
I generally don't have a least favorite person.
Everyone's got a least favorite.
No, because if I did
if
I did like working with either of the guys, I wouldn't work with them at all. Like
everyone has a least favorite, man. Stop.
I don't have a least favorite.
Yes, you do. Stop.
I don't.
Deep down,
Generally
you know you
don't.
do.
I actually,
This is the people pleaser. I want to make people happy.
I'm not,
I love you all.
I did start before everyone else and got lambasted for it.
No. Me and you both know there's someone that you don't like working with.
Who's that, Sam? Go on, tell me then.
No, I can say names.
Out of Matt and Drink you're talking about.
I can say no. I said panelist.
Oh, as in all panelists that appear on Kopish.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one's your least
Who is
favorite?
it then?
I don't know. You're the one that's supposed to answer, not me.
You just said we both know who it is.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. I'm saying we both know that there's someone that you dislike working with. It's
If
normal.
I didn't, hold on, we choose the panelists. You honestly
If
think
I
I'm gonna
didn't
choose
like
someone?
them, I wouldn't invite them on
No, I
Kopish.
wouldn't.
Here we go.
I bloody wouldn't.
Cop out answer. Cop out answer.
I can't win with
Cop out
you,
answer.
Sam.
Who do you
just
like
want
more,
drama.
Matt or Drifty?
Neither. I like them both the same, just in different ways. Do you know what, Sam? Your head to cause trouble. This is what you get. That's what you get.
Wallahi, I muted my laptop. Can you stop?
Any more trouble, and that's what you're gonna get. But enough love to you both. Brilliant start to New Year. Much love to you guys. Obviously, Tom, just get back on starting to create content, man. No excuses.
It's not going to happen. Stop it. I've been doing this for years. He's not going to listen now.
There's actually no excuses for you, Tom. So just get your ass in gear, man, and do what needs to be done. Stop being a bitch. Start creating content. Yeah, I said it.
Well, I think we figured out the answer, haven't we, Hassan?
Don't try.
He didn't talk to any other panelists like that, does he?
He's never called any other panelist.
The rest make content.
He's never called any other panelist in Kopish history a bitch. So now we have.
I didn't call him a bitch. I said stop being a bitch.
Can you stop doing like word salad? You know what that means.
I know it's gaslighting.
That's indirectly you calling him a currently.
I know it is. I know it is. But no, all jokes aside, Tom, get to creating content, man.
Also, why is the video a camel?
Say again, sir.
Why is the video a camel? Because I'm Arab.
Sam, you can't gaslight me with race, bro. It's too late.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because why do you decide to play that specific video when you're trying to stop me from?
The reason why is because you said that your mum heard it once and thought, "What were you doing in the bedroom?" And I know it triggers you, so that's why I play it.
Because there's a camel. We know.
Nothing to do with the camel. It's just a coincidence.
Listen, you asked me to bomb Anfield. Anyway, see you guys over on the Sanderson show.
Big up everyone. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. We Kopish out. Go subscribe to Tom and Hassam's channels as well. Big up people. Enough love.
Cancel Cal.